unrealistic things, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said in the Quran, even for the parents, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned in so many places, obey me and obey your parents. Obey me and obey your parents. And don't even raise your voice in front of them. And bow your shoulders in humility before them. But only as long as they don't ask you to do something in Islam. Am I right or wrong? The same rules apply in a husband and wife relationship as well. You obey them for as long as they're not asking you to do against Sharia, if they're not unfair, if they're not taking into consideration your needs, if they're being selfish, those things. If you can't obey, don't obey. You ask for some clarification, you ask for some understanding, you ask for whatever needs to be done so that fairness exists in the relationship. It is not blind obedience. Where did our Imam go? I just feel an urge to keep asking, am I right, Imam, or not? It's right. This is what obedience means. Physical relationships. We talk about the physical relationship. It is his right to ask for the physical relationship, and it is the responsibility of the wife to meet his physical needs. Again, Rasulullah has taught us the way to go about it. It is not in an animalistic kind of a way. It has to be in a human way, with love and care and mercy, and taking care of each other's needs and taking care and understanding each other's issues. So yes, he has that right. But all the rights in Islam are within a framework. You understand what I mean? There are rights of children, there are rights of parents as well. There's rights of husbands, there's rights of wives as well. It's a fair thing, and it's full of wisdom. The next one, control over who enters the house, and wife leaves the house with the permission of so on and so forth. Housework, and let me talk about those two things. Obviously, if the man is the head of the household, there has to be some knowledge on his part of who is coming and going in his house. Does that mean that the wife has to ask the husband for every single time she opens the door to somebody and responds to the door, or she invites a friend to come and come for tea? Does she have to ask his permission for every single time of those occasions? It doesn't have to be like that. Like the brother was saying earlier, if there's trust between them, if there's mutual trust between them, then it doesn't have to be. Because if he trusts you that my wife would not let into my house anybody who she should not, then he won't worry about it, and the wife doesn't have to keep asking his permission for everything. But a wise wife keeps her husband informed who comes and goes in his house. Does that make sense? Should she go out without his permission somewhere? No, she shouldn't. But does that mean that every time she has to go buy a jug of milk because the milk is out, that she has to call him, can I go buy milk? Not necessary. If there's an understanding and there's a trust between the two of you, then it's not necessary anymore. But if you're going to go out somewhere where you don't usually go, you should let him know. Am I going to so-and-so's place for coffee? Is that okay? And generally, if there's a trust, of course it'll be okay. Why would it be okay? But he has the rights to know where are you and who comes into your house and doesn't come into your house. And also that housework. This is a major thing these days. Is a wife required to serve her husband and do house chores or not? I'm going to give you my opinion. You may not have to agree with it. You don't have to agree with it. My opinion is, Yes, she has to. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has spared her from not working and not earning a living outside so that she can look after the household, so that she can look after the kids, so that she can devote herself to her household, her private responsibilities. Yes, she can ask for help from her husband. I can't do it alone, please help me. We have 3 children, we have 4 children, they're all young. Please help me look after them, please help me clean them. It's perfectly okay. But should she say, I don't have to cook for you if I don't like. I don't have to do your bed or clean your room or do your laundry if I don't want. This marriage is not going to survive. Simple as that. To be shown gratitude for his efforts. This is extremely important both ways. In a relationship, when somebody does something for you, then there should be appreciation and gratitude shown for it. I'm going to tell you, without offending the sisters here, something out of experience. Ladies generally have a tendency, they never ever forget. It's hard for them to forgive as well. Which is why something goes wrong in the relationship, all the deads and the buried come back alive. All the skeletons are out. And they tend to make a very generalized statement saying, you have never done anything good in this life. You have never been good to me. I've always seen hurt and problems from you.